Hello, Eurovision fans. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, Eurovision Histories. Today I want to do another Eurovision Song Battle where I take two songs from the Eurovision Song Contest and have them fight it out in rounds. And today I chose Burning Daylight from the Netherlands and Watergun from Switzerland, representing their countries in Eurovision 2023, and more notably in semi-final 1. And many people think that it's either going to be the Netherlands or Switzerland qualifying for the final. Most people think that both cannot make it to the final, so I thought it would be an interesting song battle to do to see which of the two has more chances to qualify to the final. Now let's get right to it. The first aspect is the lyrics. And this is actually really easy. I really don't like the lyrics of Switzerland. I think they are way too on the nose. He mentions standing on a front line. Body bags are mentioned in the song. He doesn't want to be a soldier. Way too on the nose for me, and also very tone deaf for the time that we are in. Imagine listening to this song when you are in Ukraine and you have to defend your country. I really don't like these lyrics. While the Dutch lyrics, I think, are actually really well crafted. I love the phrase and the title Burning Daylight. I don't know what made me happy before. They sing the same old cycles. I think a lot of people coming out of the pandemic especially can relate to that. And then they sing Goodbye Old Life, kind of having a positive spin on the whole thing. I really like these lyrics for the Netherlands, which is why I'm doing something that I haven't done before. I'm giving 1 point to the Netherlands and I am subtracting 1 point from Switzerland because the difference between these two is just way too big to just give 1 point to the Netherlands. Sorry, Switzerland. Next up, we have the voice. Again, quite easy because Remo is probably the best male vocalist along with Marco Mengoni this year. Amazing control, an incredible tone, and a very distinct, very deep voice. I like that very much because I can actually sing along to this song. It's kind of in my vocal range, so I like that. And every single time he has performed live, it has been on point and pitch perfect, so great vocals. We know about the Dutch vocals. There has been a lot of drama in Dutch media about them not hitting the notes and singing quite problematically at the pre-parties. They had a TV performance recently in the Netherlands where they, I think, lowered the key or at least changed the key, and now it's a lot more subdued and they managed to hit the notes. I don't quite understand why you chose a song that your singers can't actually sing live. That is like the main component of a Eurovision entry, I think, and they should know that, but okay. Anyway, I like their vocals separately, but together it just doesn't work. So this point goes to Remo and he's back to 0. Sorry, Switzerland again. Okay, next up we have the song. And I always subdivide that into sub-rounds. First one being melody and hook. For Burning Daylight, I actually love the piano, the progression throughout the song. There are different melodies and different hooks in the whole song. The Goodbye Old Life and the that they cannot actually sing, apparently. I really like all of these parts of the song and it kind of works together quite well. Watergun, it's incredibly catchy. I have the soldier in my head all the time. But as a song as a whole, when I look at the melody and the hook, I will give this point to the Netherlands and Burning Daylight. Now, the structure of the two songs, they're quite similar, building throughout the song. However, I have to say I like the crescendo in Switzerland more. It starts quite slow, then they add the drums in with the second chorus, and then there's the big climax at the end. It's a very standard structure, but I really like the climax, especially. For the Netherlands, it could be a really positive aspect that they first have him sing it, then her sing it, and then they come together. But it doesn't quite work for me because I think, and we see that in the live performances, the chemistry between the two and also the compatibility of the two voices is just not there. So the structure could be cool, but it doesn't quite work in the end. So I'm giving this point to Switzerland. Now, for the originality, I'm going to be a bit mean again because I think both of them don't really do anything technically original, so I'm not giving a point to either of them. Sorry for that round. Now, song overall is more how I like to listen to the song without looking at the details too much. And I have to say, and I have to admit that when it comes up and I don't notice the lyrics too much, I really, really love listening to Switzerland, because I think of the structure of his voice. There are many aspects that really are up my alley. If this had completely different lyrics, this might be one of my favorites this year, but it does have the lyrics. But as an overall song, I prefer listening to Watergun than to Burning Daylight, so I'm giving that point to Remo Forer as well. And then we have the performance. We have live performances of both of these songs now from national TV performances, also from the pre-parties. We don't know about the staging yet. The performances, obviously, Remo Forer was much more on point, vocally especially, but also with his charisma, with everything he's doing. It just works way better because the Netherlands are simply missing the chemistry. However, I do think that the staging for the Netherlands might actually be better, because I read that Remo will have a few dancers on stage, which I find a bit strange for a song like this. I really hope there's no interpretive dance about war accompanying the song. I would really not like that. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it though. And the Netherlands could be like a Common Linnets type of very subdued performance, and that might actually work quite well. But as things are right now, I'm giving this point to Remo Forer, which brings me to our last round, and that is your votes. You have voted in the community tab of my channel. So let's see which of these two entries you guys prefer and whether you actually agree with me this time. And you actually do. 55% of you prefer Watergun and 45% of you prefer Burning Daylight. That is quite tight, actually. But that means one more point goes to Remo Forer, and we have a winner of this song battle, and that is Watergun, Remo Forer for Switzerland, 4-2 against the Netherlands. And before you go, I also have a few of your comments that you left in the community tab of my channel. Helena said, I love Netherlands so much, totally my jam, a sad, beautiful ballad. And Tatsuki said, I don't know why so many people underrate the Netherlands this year. I usually don't listen to many ballads, but this one is beautiful from the melodies to the harmonies. Okay, agree to disagree there. And Edward Reeves says, as a song, I slightly prefer the Netherlands, as live vocals, Switzerland. That is very understandable, I think. Then I prefer Switzerland, really love his voice and the message of the song. It touches me so deeply and on a personal level, says Silent Station. Again, agree to disagree. For me, it's just too on the nose, but that is what Eurovision is about, differing opinions and discussing them. So thank you for that comment. Switzerland has better live vocals as for now and better melody. I expect Watergun to extinguish Burning Daylight in the semi. Sorry, not sorry for the pun, says Anna Kolbuk. You don't have to be sorry. I actually really enjoyed that pun. And then DS says, I wish Burning Daylight was sung by someone with the skill of Remo Forer. I actually agree. I do think that we have a great voice for Switzerland and a really good song for the Netherlands, and combining the two might be a winning package, but separately, I don't see either of these songs winning Eurovision. I do now think that Switzerland has a better chance of qualifying to the final, by the way, to answer the question from the beginning. Thank you so much for watching and for your comments especially, and for voting. Check out the community tab of my channel. There will be more song battles coming up. So thank you. Subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss those, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.